Hello, my name is Amy Harrison, and today I'm going to be talking to you about my project, the future of xenotransplantation. So first of all, what is xenotransplantation? Xenotransplantation is the transplant of living organs or cells from one species to another. So there's a variety of different types of xenotransplantation. However, for my project, I chose to focus on organ and cellular transplantation. Cellular as in islet cell transplants, and organs such as hearts, lungs, etc. So, for decades, xenotransplantation has been considered a possible solution to the lack of organs available for transplants. As you may be aware, there's a significant lack of organs that are available for people on the transplant list, resulting in many people dying before they actually receive an organ. So xenotransplantation was considered a possibility. However, it's still in its pioneering stages due to the amount of difficulties it has to face, such as overcoming rejection, developing proper immunosuppressants, and also dealing with incompatibility. So this is the reason why I wanted to do this project. As someone who's had a fascination with biology for many years, I was really interested when I was fortunate enough to be able to conduct a pig dissection a few years ago at a summer camp. And since then, I've been thinking about the process of xenotransplantation and just how similar pig organs looked to humans. And I was curious about how whether it would be possible or not for humans to receive pig organs in order to deal with the transplant situation. And eventually, I began to research this further and discovered how critical it was the need for organ transplants, with many people dying before they get a chance to even receive an organ. And as I began to do more research, I found that this was an actual method that was being studied. And in fact, there's been a lot of success in the field, and so this led me to conduct a survey this year to examine the future prospects of xenotransplantation from a logical standpoint and from the practicing physician's point of view. Although there are numerous studies on xenotransplantation from specialists in the field, I was interested in finding a variety of physicians' point of views to better see boundaries and specialties in order to reflect the current practicalities of xenotransplantation in the world today. So I created an online anonymous survey with 10 questions, all designed to get a well-rounded viewpoint of physicians in a variety of different specialties to discover what is the current medical opinion of possible applications of xenotransplantation in the world today. To test my hypothesis that physicians would see a practical application for xenotransplantation, yet there'd be still many developments needed to be made in the field of immunosuppressants, the survey focused on the current usage of xenotransplantation and also had a specific focus on the use of xenotransplantation in the cardiology field in regards to tissue valves and also full heart replacements. The main concerns associated with xenotransplantation were based upon the risk of organ rejection, ethical concerns, and costs. The questions related to tissue valve transplants were also strongly supported and believed to be a good solution to the longevity, if the longevity could be increased. These results indicated still significant improvement and development that needs to happen before this can be made an actual reality. Indication of this support is visible through various responses of surveys questions, particularly the question regarding the likelihood of xenotransplantation, which has consisted of having only unsure and positive responses rather than directly negative responses. This indicates that although some people are not sure about the usage of xenotransplantation, there's still great hope for it if current developments are made. If these developments are made, the success from xenotransplant surgeries is tremendous, and it'll result in a future being brought to many people who would not be able to have any sort of hope because of not being high up on the organ transplant list. Additionally, the results from this survey also indicated that one of the major concerns was an ethical concern. As the original candidates for donors for xenotransplantation were apes and other non-human primates, there was significant concern over the ethics regarding the intelligence of these animals and the genetic makeup being too similar to humans. That is why pigs were decided on to be able to be used for transplantation. However, there's still dilemmas relating to various religions and other ethical beliefs of patient concerns. This survey also produced results that indicated that another possible field in interest of xenotransplantation development was particularly pancreatic islet cell transplants. As pancreatic islet cell transplants are used to help treat diabetes, the result was that these different types of cell transplants would be able to help eliminate some of the symptoms of diabetes, and these could also be pulled from the cells of a pig. However, there was also significant concern relating to antibody development. Antibody development is when a person's cells, and white blood cells in particular, develop an intolerance for foreign cells and build up an antibody against them, resulting in organ transplants and cell transplants not being possible and causing them to be rejected. Additionally, another concern that was brought up in this study was the use of immunosuppressants to help manage and prevent rejection. A variety of immunosuppressants were developed, and some have been successful in helping non-human primates for transplant surgeries. However, there's still further development that needs to occur in this field. Additionally, there were some errors that occurred when conducting this study. For example, one of the errors was that, unfortunately, as the survey was geared towards cardiologists in particular, due to the current pandemic situation, not many cardiologists were able to participate in the survey. This resulted in some of the cardiology questions being answered by people of different specialties. Although this posed a difficulty, it was very interesting to see the different results from people in different specialties, as well as answers found in various other questions could also be projected onto the cardiology questions to allow a greater input in this field. In particular, these questions also found that the longevity of valve transplants would have to be increased in order to make them a better possibility. Another difficulty was the lack of responses due to the current pandemic situation. Although there was not significantly a large amount of responses, the information that was found within the responses that was received was significantly useful and also included a variety of different answers. I was still able to generate a well enough understanding and well-rounded point of view from a physician's individual perspective, group perspective, and overall perspective. In the future, I would like to conduct surveys focused on specific specialties such as endocrinology, cardiology, or surgery in order to better gain an understanding of how xenotransplantation affects these fields in particular. I would also like to generate a survey based on public responses and religious responses in order to better see if xenotransplantations and solutions. I would also like to see further comparison of other solutions related to xenotransplantation and serving the same purpose, such as 3D organ planting, in order to better discover if this is a practical solution and comparing them to the usage of xenotransplantation. Creating a cost and a timeline based on the practicalities of xenotransplantation is another future application of this study. Although xenotransplantation is not a current practicality in the world today, numerous advancements are being made with the curiosity of doctors and physicians and researchers. Plutarch says, "Mankind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled." So, I believe that through the usage of curiosity and current developments and interest within different areas of xenotransplantation, this will soon become a possibility in the world today and help not only save millions of lives, but allow people to get another opportunity at experiences, relationships, and so much more. Thank you.